Good afternoon, everyone. We're down here in Portland, Oregon, reporting about Jake Ryan's sentencing hearing here today and what happened. We'll give everybody a few moments to join. It's raining down here. I've been back here just a day, and Portland has rained ever since I've been here. It hasn't stopped raining at all. So I've been enjoying the rain instead of the snow. And then the desert weather was just dry. So I'm getting kind of a mixture of the weather the last couple of months here, being in various places. But again, everyone who's just joining us, hello Tony, Donna. I'm down here in Portland, Oregon at the federal courthouse here. It was Jake Ryan's sentencing hearing today, and things did not go as planned. Things changed drastically today in court, and they ended up taking Jake Ryan today into custody, and they gave him his sentencing and would not let him go home today. He was given 1 year and 1 day, plus an additional 30 days for each misdemeanor. So if we remember back just a little bit on this trial, Jake was one of the 4 guys in the last trial that went through a jury trial. He was convicted on one charge of a digging charge for deprivation. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a felony charge. And today, Judge Brown handed down that sentence and ignored Jake's motions and his paperwork that he had filed today. Even went as far as to ignore Jake's attorney that has been appointed to him. And they took Jake Ryan into custody. They did not let him come out of the courthouse today with us. His parents are here. He has one of his younger brothers are here also, Jubal. They came in support. They're obviously very upset, but they give Jake Ryan the same sentencing pretty much as Dwayne Emmer for the exact same charge. She gave him 1 year and 1 day, took him into custody immediately, and gave him an additional 30 days for both misdemeanor charges. There was 2 of those that she handed down without a jury trial. Jake gave a very emotional statement to the Paiute tribe here. Paiutes got up and they testified about how it was a burial site and that he dug this big hole here, and it just was devastating to them. And it was just something that they'll have to live with the rest of their life. They forgot to mention, give me a second here. They forgot to mention the cable, the buried cables in the ground. The Paiutes and the prosecutors did not bring that up. But Jake's attorney brought that up and said there was actually a phone cable that was buried in there. This ground had already been dug in. Jake did not intentionally dig in a supposed burial site. The Paiutes, though, went on to say that this had been a burial site for the last 15,000 years, and that it was a place that when they used to own it, before the federal government took it away from them, they would bury their loved ones there. Well, now, since then, in the last 15,000 years, there are buildings built there. There are roads. There are phone lines. There are all of this upgrades that has been done. I just seen a thing. It's an indigenous cable. This cable, it couldn't have been there 15,000 years. Anyway, the judge decided that he would be a flight risk. It'd be a danger to his community, which his community loves him, but they could not let him go. She even went on to say, the judge said that the sheriff supported Jake Ryan, and she couldn't take a chance of him going back to his community and not turning himself in because of his actions and his not taking responsibility for his actions. So here we have it. They took Jake Ryan into custody. He is now in the U.S. Marshal Service. We don't know where he's going to be transferred there to, eventually to Montana or what state to serve out this 1 year. He is probably be in the city jail right here behind us for a few days, and we'll be following this very closely to try to see where he's going to be going and what's going to be doing. We're supporting his family 100%. Saturday is actually Jake's birthday also, the 27th. the same day as Lavoy Finicum's birthday. And so this is just a couple of days before his birthday. This is very hard on Jake's mom and dad and brothers and family at home, and I know that this news is not what none of us wanted to hear at all. Jake Ryan family will be going home back to Montana without one of their family members. Again, 1 year and 1 day is the sentence for the felony charge. 2 30-day sentences for both misdemeanor charges. So over 1 year and 1 day plus the 30 days each. And we'll let you know as soon as we know where he is being transferred to and where he'll be serving that time. Pray for this family. Pray for the Finicum family. Pray for the other men that are still in prison. Ryan Payne is yet here in Portland in prison, awaiting on a sentencing also. Jason Patrick is in prison right here in Oregon, waiting sentencing. We've got other good men out there the same way that are waiting on their sentencing too. We got the 4 men yet in Nevada: Joe O'Shaughnessy, Jason Woods, Mel and Dave Bundy, that this next month we are going to hear some things from. Todd Engel is got a lot of fight ahead of him yet. There's just a lot of people. Dwayne Emmer turned himself in today in California. We need prayer for all these families yet. The battle's not over. We have a lot of fight ahead of us, and I'll continue reporting to you what we're finding out as quick as we know it, and just keep us in your prayers, and we'll keep you posted. I'll be in Nevada sometime probably next week as soon as I find out. Greg Burleson, thank you, Tara Lee there. Greg Burleson needs our prayers. He's sick. He's not doing very well in prison. He's not getting medical treatment, just like they've been doing all along. He's in a prison in Pennsylvania, and people have been making calls all day long, I know, for Greg Burleson, trying to get him medical attention. There is lots and lots of needs. We've won lots of battles, but we got lots ahead of us. So keep us in your prayers. We all need it, and we'll keep you updated on these new dates. I'll try to post some new dates. We've been working on these dates of all these guys that are facing sentencing in February. I know Eric Parker and Scott Drexler both have sentencings in Nevada. I think Pete Santilli does at some point. We've still got Blaine Cooper and Brian Cavalier that have some sentencing coming up. So there's still a lot. There's a lot of names, and it's hard to mention everybody. I know there's a lot of names out there that don't get mentioned much, especially some of the forgotten in Oregon. There's some great guys, and I wish I could just name them all off, but we've got these guys all need your prayers. These guys that have watched this and went there to support the Hammonds in the first place. We get phone calls and messages from some of them guys, and we need, each one of these guys needs your prayers and letters and support, whatever you can give them. Hi, Andrew Parker. I see February 8th in Nevada. That's probably for Eric Parker and Scott Drexler for sentencing. If you can be there and support. I know Andrea will be there to report. We appreciate everything she's done. It's just been awesome. Again, thank you for joining us.